Hi, hello, welcome to Maths Medium. Today I came with a new topic, that is Introduction to Graphs, 8th class NCERT. So here is about the introduction of the graphs. You know what is a graph? The purpose of graph is to show the numerical facts in the form of visual. So by the visual graphs we can understand easily and quickly, clearly. From 6th class to 8th class you may familiar with the graphs by the data handling chapter. So take 6th class, you are familiar with pictograph, that is representation of data in the form of pictures. And coming to the bar graph, that is also in the form of bars with uniform equal width. And coming to the third one, a double bar graph, it comes in 7th class. It is also uniform width of equal intervals, but these are used to compare two things. So that is mean by double bar graph. Just take a recap of bar graph and double bar graph. Graphs we are used with a visual forms. So by using a tabular form we can form bar graphs also. See here it is a bar graph, marks in maths and it is terms. So if you take A's marks in maths as per term exams. See, by using this bar graph you can get some understanding about the bar graph. See, this is 0 and in between two columns we have first term marks, that is 25 marks. Next we take same interval to form the second term. So this is 30 marks. So by first and second she got 5 marks extra in maths. And coming to the third term she got the 40 marks to the up to 50. In this bar graph, in the visual form we got the how A's marks in a maths as per term exams, how gradually increases her marks. In this bar graph we can see. Bar graph is nothing but to show the visual form, and we can also by using the collecting data we can form tabular form. By using tabular form we can make a bar graph like this. And also if any case bar graph is given we can answer to any questions. For example, in this bar graph we can answer some questions. See here, A's marks in third term, that is the one question. How many marks she got? 40 marks. So that is the answer for this question. So like that. Next, coming to the double bar graph. Red shows you Monday and blue shows you Tuesday. So here from 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 up to 50 is there sales in kgs. And here coming to fruits, banana, papaya and orange. So these are the three fruits we taken from Monday and Tuesday. Here purple shows you Tuesday and red shows you Monday. So on Monday, how many bananas are sales in kgs? There is 25 here and just above the half of the in between 25 to 30. So this is 2.5. So 25 plus 2.5, 27.5 kgs sold in a Monday. That fruit is banana. Similarly, at that Tuesday, how many fruits are, how many kgs of bananas sold? 30 plus 2.5. Here also half, 2.5. So 32.5 kgs sold on Tuesday. Similarly, papaya also. Similarly, orange also. So from this double bar graph, we can form a tabular form. And if in case any questions are asked by this double bar graph, we can answer easily through this visualization of double bar graph. And one more thing here, by using this we can answer any questions, right? So here one thing we are missed, that is scale. Every bar graph and every double bar graph has to take scale, that is as per the here this to this is called 1 unit. So here 1 unit is equal to how many marks? 10 marks. So 10 marks is the scale of this bar graph. And similar to here 0 to 5, this is called 1 unit, right? So this is scale is 1 unit is equal to 5 kgs. So in bar graph and double bar graph we cannot take this and this, only we can take vertical scale, that is also units. If in case bar graph and double bar graph we are making as a horizontal form, then according to that we are taken a horizontal units of a scale. So this is about this session. I hope you understand about the bar graph and double bar graph. If you have any doubts, comment on comment section. Please click like button, share my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you.